In today's video, we are going to remove a wheel bearing that is seized inside of the steering knuckle. In order to use this technique, you don't want to damage the holes that your bolts go through in the hub like that, because we're going to put the bolts, release the bolts to a certain degree and then pound on them and force that out. So you can see I've tried some other techniques here before I did this, but I made sure not to damage these bolt holes. But what I want you to get out of this video is when you're doing this, you notice I didn't cut down around where my bolts go through, because I wanted to salvage those in case I had to take the steering knuckle off, which is what I did. So when I did take it off, here's what you want to do at this point. Once you take your steering knuckle off, as long as you haven't damaged these holes where your bolts go through, you turn it around like this. You're going to put some blocks or whatever underneath this, and you're going to hammer these bolts through. I'll show you what I mean here. Take your bolts that came off the vehicle, your hub bolts, thread them in a bit like that. And actually my bolt over here was kind of stubborn, so I almost did myself in trying to avoid taking that steering knuckle out. Anyway, tighten them up. Flat there. But you don't want to tighten them right down, because you want to leave some space like that, so that when you're hammering this down, the bolt will be able to go down and force that bearing out. Take an old socket. Let me get my old one here. Like that. A socket you're willing to sacrifice. This is 15mm in this case. I mean, you could pound on the bolt, but I'd rather damage the socket than the bolt. And then I'm gonna start hammering here evenly. That one, this one, go back and forth. Ideally the third one, but like I say, I almost screwed myself there because I was prying on this and kind of lost the ability to thread in there. So here's the distance right now between the steering knuckle over here and the bearing over here. We can see that's separating there. Here's our distance here. Try pounding that down. And there you can see the bearing coming out. Couple more taps and it popped right out. So I hope this technique works for you. Thanks for watching the video.